Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. Let's take a look at this play from Steven Montez, the senior quarterback out of Colorado. It's a play that's nearly picked off. He makes a throw under pressure, gets the ball off, though, and this defender nearly cuts it off. Probably should have cut it off. If he used active hand position here instead of underhand position, he probably catches this ball and is running into the end zone as we speak, but that doesn't happen. Still, it's a play that Steven Montez would have liked back. It's not a good read of the situation. And we'll explain why by talking about coverage triangles, reading triangles pre-snap. Because you can talk about the different, what scheme this is, what kind of defensive coverage this is. But let's just look at it more from a triangular look, looking at the triangle of patterns here to begin this play. First of all, the first triangle I would look at is the cornerback, the nickel back, and the safety. And this is a nickel look. You have two linebackers, you've got four linemen, and you have the rest being defensive backs here. So when you look at this defensive back, he's the nickel back in the slot. He's playing inside shade. Inside shade normally means some form of man coverage. You also see the safety here. He's also playing inside shade, some form of man coverage. Outside cornerback here, also playing inside shade. So likely man coverage to the outside. And because these two guys are playing inside, you start to think who has coverage responsibility over this receiver in the slot. And the answer is both of them do. You're going to see here how at the beginning of this play, you see the nickel back, play on him and then pass him off. And then he buzzes over to the flat to take care of this pass. So what you have is kind of a two-man responsibility for the slot receiver. The nickel man's going to cover short, the safety's going to cover deep, and that's their responsibility. Well, how else can you confirm that this is going to happen before the snap, before you see it? And there's some clues here in order to understand how that actually will work. And we're going to take a look at that in a quick moment right here. All right, just before this snap, we've already confirmed this is outside man. And we're guessing at this point that these two guys were going to cover man-to-man, shallow, and deep. The other way you look is, let's look at the other coverage triangle here. One other coverage triangle is this linebacker. So the cornerback, the slot corner, the linebacker, and the safety. The linebacker, if he was going to have any responsibility over the slot man, he would be shaded more to the outside on this particular play because there's no tight end here. There's no back over on this side, but he's shaded over closer to where the back is. So there's a likelihood that he's covering this back out of the backfield and has responsibility for him if he runs a route. If he had any responsibility towards this left flat, he would be further outside. So when you see that the nearest linebacker is inside and there's no other defender here from the possibly, no other receiver from the possibly cover, he's eliminated from this coverage triangle picture. So it's still, we can look at that and say these two defensive backs are covering the slot. Same thing goes with another coverage triangle, which is the slot corner, the safety on the left side, and the safety I'm circling over here on the right side. This safety on the right side, look how he is. He's way over on this side as well in terms of the right side of the field. He's too far away for you to consider him a part of the coverage here. He's not going to be helping out over a top. The only safety that's going to do that is this one here at the left hash. So at that point, if you're looking at the correct triangles, the first one being the outside receiver, the slot receiver, and the safety, this is going to be man-to-man. That these two are likely to be in some sort of high-low coverage. And then with the linebacker inside, if you read the nickel corner, the linebacker, and the safety, that confirms it because this linebacker is not in the equation too far inside. And same with this safety here, the nickel corner, the far side safety, and the near side safety. These are, if you look at the three triangles, and that's a way that you can look at it quickly, is you determine those three triangles, you should know that while this man is a one-on-one, this flat defender, this safety is going to be a flat defender. And if you try and throw this outside on a curl route, he's likely going to have passed off his man and work to that outside. And that way, if you make the correct reads pre-snap, you understand the ancillary coverage, and you're not going to throw it in the way of ancillary coverage on this play. If anything, you're going to look this off, and you're either going to go to the slot man, or you're going to go to the right, to the left side, or excuse me, to the right side, or to this back, or you're going to run the ball. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.